Cheers. Yeah, I'm called Dave. That's the shittest name in the world. You don't have to feel sorry for me, I mean. But yeah, knowing that my parents named me David, just knowing your parents just couldn't be arsed. They christened me with this expression of fuck it, just whatever, call him on it. Yeah. But see how it goes. You might find me funny, you might not. But you know, my grandma found me funny, and she was a Holocaust survivor, and I don't know if you've ever tried making one of those people laugh. No, they're hard work. They can be, you know what I mean. The mind tends to sort of wander, and you know what I mean. My granddad was as well. You know, he was the same. And I did my best, you know, I used to sometimes I'd turn up with a little tash in the middle and that, but I did two-step through the living room once, and then, in fact that's the last time they spoke to me. I used to say something, the thing is, right, because they both spoke, you know, fluent English, fluent German, fluent Polish, you know, my granddad spoke Italian. I said, like, you know, you say what you want, Granddad, but, like, you know, you got languages out of it, didn't you? You know what I mean? So one of the things I realised is that, like, you know, thinking about it, I actually, in a way, I owe my life to Adolf Hitler. And, but I don't say that proudly, by the way. I've done my research. I'm not keen on him, but it's a fact. I mean, if he hadn't done what he'd done, which I disagree with, by the way, then my grandparents would never have been forced from their home, and you know, the war wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't have ended up in England. They never would have met. My dad wouldn't have been born, and I wouldn't have been born. You know, so even though I do disagree with everything Adolf Hitler did, I don't want to come across ungrateful. You know, there's some harrowing footage, isn't there, on those videos, you know, those poor people that were slaves in the war. But it's also proof that the camera doesn't add £10, isn't it? You know what I mean? So, I love that noise, by the way. No, but I suppose. So did I make you choke then? First time I've ever done that to a woman. But yeah, you know, we learned nothing either, you know, because war's still going on. I was watching that thing in, you know, things going on in the Middle East. I don't know if you've caught any of that, but I mean, look, it's tragic anyway you look at it. I was thinking though, right, if it really is a thing between Islam and the Judea thing, why can't they do something like, I don't know, make first prize a lifetime free supply of pork scratchings or something? It might, you know, it might lower their incentive to win. I don't know. But I did actually drop a bollock walking through Manchester a couple of weeks ago. There was a big stall up, you know what I mean, and they had all these kids around, there just a bunch of people there. And you know, they were there with the signs and stuff like that, and I thought, I'm not having this, I'm sick of this, you know. And I went over to the guy and I said, look, whichever way you look at it, whatever your opinion is, you know what I mean, I think it's a bit out of order, I think you should keep your opinions to yourself. He said, well, that's fine, mate, but he said, we're only promoting a bit of arts and crafts. Well, I looked at the sign, it said free plasticine. I thought, fuck it. The world's gone mad. I don't care how anyone looks at it, you know. You don't think they should stop looking for Bigfoot? Is that something that there's still programs coming, it's the same thing. And they have found, I hope they do find Bigfoot one day, and he just goes, oh, fuck, right, your turn. But, and I've seen a picture of this Bigfoot, like, and his feet are perfectly in proportion. Okay? So it's his own body image thing, you know. It's like that fella, you know, the Egyptian guy, Kamu. I mean, he's been dead for 2,000 years, and they're still saying he weighed 2 tons, you know, but... Yeah. But no, the world's got mad. This LGBTQ. I thought that was a sandwich. You know, there's all these demonstrations going on through the country, and I'm in Subway thinking, fuck, I'll have a bit of that, but sorry, I've lost my train of thought. I wasn't supposed to go there yet. But no, I was reading something the other night. Somebody said, the people have weird solutions to things. Like, there aren't enough homosexual superheroes. And I was thinking, well, I don't know. I mean, why? Why do you want to do that? You know, like, how are they expecting this is going to pan out? Well, you want Spider-Man to just get to the top of a building, you know. You probably come up via the lift. There's a guy there full of blood tied, you know, to an aerial, C4 everywhere, you know, gagged. And he goes over, he says, like, why didn't you climb up the wall? He says, I'm not doing that, playing that with me cuticles, you know, just something else. So where the fuck have you been? It's alright, God. You know, it's like, it takes me ages to get this suit on, you know, it's galvanised rubber. But, you know, I've got gossamer, you know. Yeah, you know. Does it look alright? I don't know why it's from Berry, but it's alright. You know, it's dead tight, you know, it's dead sweaty. So why haven't you got your mask on? I'm not wearing that. I express myself, you know. God, did it high up here? I don't like heights, me, you know. You're Spider-Man, I know, I told him that in advance. You know what I said to him as well, you know, if I'm not Spider-Man, I am not having 8 legs. You know, because I love a dancer. And I look right to it when I do locomotion. 8 legs, you know. And I'm not eating flies neither. You know. Well, they eat dog shit, don't they? You know, me with mask on and all that, with dog shit breath. No way. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, isn't it? I think they're Transformers, you know what I mean? Like, instantly, like, Optimus, you're alright. So you doing donuts, you Barbie buggy, you know. So, no, I'm not fighting, I've just had a teacut, you know what I mean? I want blemishes all over me. There's a forward roll and turns into one of those Fiat 500s with a fluffy steering wheel. There aren't enough homosexual action heroes. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be bareback. I like to make a deal though, like if I'm gay superheroes, but can we have like a movie, you know, where like 2 young chicks go off into the wild frontier and share a tent together? That'd do for me, you know. I'll watch that, you know. That ended the relationship for me, you know, honestly. She left me because she found all this lesbian porn. I mean, you know, 3 days later, I was saying to her, like, are you still going on about that? She said, look, you never listen to anything I say. I can't remember what else she said. She said, you're always out pissed with your mates, right? And you like lesbian porn. She said, you know, I just want a normal bloke. I went, it's about as normal as it gets, isn't it? What the fuck are you looking for? But, let me see. Well, yeah, anyway. All right. I think that's me done. It's been an indelible honor. Thank you very much.